game. When that's because it has a free-to-play model. I mean, what other models work? Well, you can have a $15 a month model, but guess what? If your $15 a month model doesn't make a surplus of revenue, you can't keep expanding the game. If it makes too little revenue, you have to make cutbacks to the point where now you're not even going to be able to expand the game at all. And that's the problem with most MMOs. Most MMOs just don't get content. And the ones that do typically get really watered down content because they can't put a lot of money into the development cycle to make really fun new content. League of Legends is like a completely different model. It's a model where the game comes out free and the game has only gotten better. I don't really care to argue like, oh, it's Dota 2 is the more game, the higher skill cap. Like, I don't give a shit. That doesn't mean anything.
Actually, it kind of does mean a lot because it means that more people are going to find League of Legends more enjoyable because they're better at it than they are at Dota 2.
No,
but I mean, it kind of does matter.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the sense of how good a game is.
Right. That doesn't say how good a game is.
The skill cap of a game does not make it a good or bad game.
Right.
Like a game that is easy, lots of people can find enjoyable, and it can be fun and enjoyable. So I mean, the skill cap that's a completely different argument. Like that's if you want to argue like. But I don't. It has nothing to do with money, though. I mean, if all you had to do was make a really, really high skill cap game to make money, then we would see that formula. But it's actually the exact opposite. Most of the time, the less skill cap games will end up making more of a money because it is bigger to a broader audience.
Yeah, it appeals to more people.
I actually enjoyed Dota 1 more than I enjoyed League of Legends, but I don't really like Dota 2, and it's only specifically because of the art style. No matter how many times I've tried to get into Dota 2, I haven't really liked it. And Warcraft 3 Dota is kind of a dated game, I don't enjoy it, so I ended up liking League of Legends more than I like the Dota franchise right now. That's nothing against Dota, because I still actually enjoy watching Dota, like, I've watched the International both years now, because it's actually highly entertaining watching pros play Dota 2. Probably even more so for me than watching League of Legends pros play, because it's just a way more intense game, I'll say. From my personal standpoint.
Punishing for what you have to do. Like, if you lose something, it can be, you know what I mean? Like, the League of Legends games, pro games anyways, have really low death counts too, so.
Port sound. Why am I using Scroll Resurrection? And why did that use it? God damn it.
Right?
It looks like a safe haven scroll and I clicked it.
Right.
So no, I would really like to see, I don't even need to like to see. You guys are gonna see more free-to-play games. It's gonna happen, and I mean it's not bad because you can be like, oh, games cost money. Well, games cost money either way. Someone is investing the game, and free-to-play games can still make money. In some cases, they can make more money than a normal game could. Look at League of Legends. If League of Legends was a game that cost $40, okay? And everybody who currently plays it put $40 in, they still would make more money in their earn model.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
You need my help?
Like, if you want to go, like, there's a ton of numbers out there from people too of like how much money people put into these games, and I don't have numbers on me because I'm not really arguing. I'm playing Terra, but like if you really want to go and like look at the arguments for this type of stuff, you will see that people spend a lot of money on free-to-play games that do free-to-play right. That's the big thing. You have to do it right. Have I dumped any money into Terra yet? No, but I haven't really looked around.
Well, I mean, you bought the game originally.
Well, I bought the game, but I mean, like, but that's the other thing is I'm not playing as a free-to-play player. See, I don't know, like, people might be like actually want to buy a. See, the problem with character slots is I always feel like you just make another account. I don't really understand how you sell character slots, but we're on channel 10. You're right.
I'm always in channel 10. I mean, I know a lot of people who won't spend money on League of Legends, but I know a lot who do.
Well, the biggest problem with that's the point, Anonymous. There's so many There's so many games now that are coming out that are solid games. You even see like indie studios produce games that are on AAA studio caliber. Like the cost to make games is going down, and the skill set to make games is going down, and so there's more people that can make good games. Like, you know, if you look at stuff like Minecraft, and as you know, it's an exception. It doesn't really prove anything, but you look at it and you realize how giant this game is for the money that went into it. Like how much money went into it? Two years of a single dev salary. That's it. Maybe 1 year. I mean, the game was profitable in the first year of a guy that literally just took some of his savings, said, I'm unemployed right now, I'm going to make a game, and then, I mean, the amount of money that can come into these games is just...
Oh, hello.
So, I don't know if you necessarily need to make all your money back instantly on a game's release.
Oh, hello.
Like the old days.
You get what you pay for.
Like, oh, we're going to sell games for $50 a box, and that's how we're going to make our money.
I love these rolly guys. I won't even pretend to know anything about FPS games because I don't enjoy them and don't play them.
Console games are closed system, so obviously console games...
They're different, yeah.
They're completely different right now. I mean, you can't make free-to-play games on console right now.
But
that doesn't mean it's not going to change in the future, though. So, it's a different ball field, but...
I was reading about... What was it? I don't know, one of the newer ones that came out and how they have like pay a monthly fee or something. I don't know. And they were like calculating the cost of what the games used to cost and now the new monthly fee or the premium or whatever it is, and it turned out to be pretty equal.
So I kind of get it, Anno. Anno says because he has nothing invested, he doesn't feel he needs to play the game. But I mean, is that really a bad thing? I mean, if you don't if the enjoyment of the game isn't enough to keep you tied to it, then
you probably shouldn't be playing the game anyway.
Like, do you really feel like you should be tied down because you put money on something?
No, that's the reason why I don't play WoW. Is because I feel like I have to play it when I have a subscription.
So keep in mind, like League of Legends, like I first started playing it when Season 2 just came out. And then I played it for a couple months, and then I didn't touch it again. But then I started playing it near the end of Season 2, started Season 2 again, and I've been playing it, you know, 5 games a week. Just something I load up. I'm like, I'm just gonna play a game. I mean, I don't necessarily like my investment to the game, regardless of how much money I've dumped into it, isn't what ties me to the game. But things like a $15 subscription fee, like, you know, if WoW was free to play, I might load it up once a month. You know, maybe I load it up once a month, and there's something really fun, or you know, somebody wants to roll ults, so we play it a lot over a weekend or something, right? But because it's not free to play, I don't touch that thing. What am I doing? Talking to this guy. Talking to this guy.
I forgot to expand my inventory.
Why are you here? The honor is mine. Allies are always welcome.
What class are you? Both Slayers? It's a shame that neither of you are Berserkers.
Honor the Soldier's Creed rap.
No, it's not, Anno, because the thing is, you don't have to play every game. There's, like, you gotta realize that the market is growing, too. Like, every year, there's X amount more gamers than there was the previous years. We're a growing market of consumers.
Huge market, too.
I mean, you don't have to dedicate yourself to every game. That's why there's more games coming out. They only need a certain amount of people to like the game. And guess what? If the game falls through on the free-to-play model, it's because the game wasn't enjoyable enough to enough players. That's all that means. And the same can be said for the subscription model. Look how many MMOs just die off or go into full maintenance mode and don't get updates anymore. It's because, well, people lose interest. It's just, what happens is, if you lose interest in a game, like, hey, you're playing for WoW, you're committed to it, but, hey, you haven't played it for 2 weeks, there's nothing to do, you're kind of bored, you go, I'm not paying another $15 a month this month, you know, no matter how much money I put in this game, I'm just not having fun. You end up canceling your fee, and you might not ever return to that game. Think about how many MMOs you've played, quit, and then you're never going to go back if it costs you another $15 gateway to get back in to try something new. Like
Rift.
Yeah, like Rift's a great example. I played Rift in the beta, kind of liked it. I played it at release. I played it for like 2 or 3 weeks-ish, and then I just kind of lost interest in it. It just, because it ended up being just like, oh, it's just...
I think we were back into WoW rating at that time, though.
I was just kind of like, it's okay. Quit.
Or at least I was.
I'm not going to pay $15 a month for a game I've already spent the new game feel on. Like, maybe if I'm really bored, but hell, man, a new MMO comes out like every week. As long as you look at Korean MMOs, a new game comes out every day. Multiple games get released every day that I might be interested in.
And let's not even start the conversation on apps, casual games. Some stat.
Free-to-play just lets people get in the door. That's the thing. To do free-to-play right, you have to let people get in the door, and then you have to have attractive options that people want to buy, but don't feel necessarily pressured into buying. You know, you don't want something like I come into Terra, and oh man, I'm gonna lose all this money playing it. Oh yeah, we need loot chests. Thank you. Or oh, I go into Terra and oh, if I want to get the best weapon in the game, right? That's bad. The only way to get the best weapon in the game is to buy it. No, that's not gonna fly, right? Everyone's gonna quit. Everyone's just gonna be like, screw this. I'm not doing that.
That's pay to win.
That's pay to win. Nobody likes that. But hey, an XP scroll. I don't care. It's, you know, maybe when I'm leveling up my ult, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna pop a couple XP scrolls. You know, I just enjoy it. Or, you know, bank space. Oh, I get another bank tab. You know, hey, this game is already pretty generous on bank tabs. Actually, I don't know how free-to-play is. How many bank tabs do they get? Probably only one?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. But that's the thing. You got one, you're like, no, buy another bank tab for my character. If you do it all right, I'm not saying these are the best examples, because you have to look at Terra. But if you do
better examples are usually the things that make you look cool.
Yeah, if you have attractive options that people want to pay in your game, cool. And I mean, hey, I got a gold sword. You guys don't have gold swords. What does it do, Rob? Oh, it's just a decoration for items. That's cool. What do we need? Chests? I'm just killing things. That's why you guys should just ditch me. This place I'm at right now, by the way, if you are a berserker, is the best. It's such an awesome place to level. You can pull all of these mobs and then just AoE cleave them down. Doesn't take a lot of practice either. It's fairly simple. You start doing it when you're 14-ish. Might be a bit hard when you're 14, but if they had 2 berserkers, it'd be very easy. Where are some chests?
As long as you've trained lately.
Dude, there are like no chests here. Ridiculous.
So mad at the new Pokemon's on that 3DS.
Why? It's every Pokemon's been on that. I'm not mad. I'm just
I want to play it. I don't want to buy a 3DS.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play on a Game Boy either way, so I don't really care. It's just the same game. In fact, I don't even like the new art style that everybody's jazzed about.
I don't either. That's why I don't like the 3DS.
Well, that has nothing to do with 3DS. They could have done that on the Nintendo DS.
I thought it was specifically because of the 3DS.
No. There's tons of games that have that art style on the normal Nintendo DS.
Either way, they changed it specifically for the 3DS, so I can blame the 3DS. I have to find Joe.
Yeah, I'm just not really paying attention to questing. I think I should go level an ult, guys, and you can no-ditch me.
Are you playing anyway, a Lancer?
Yeah.
Ah. It's the black cats of the full moon, Rob. Careful. They're out to get you.
I'm waiting for your buddy.
Sonorius.
There we go.
Where's the teleporter?
No, Pokemon is the same game every single time. Yeah, I'm with you on it. I don't ever complain that Call of Duty is the same game. I'm not gonna. It's not. It's not the same game every time. Or it's not. And it's the same game every time that Mario has been the same game every time. Or Pokemon has been literally the same game every time. World of Warcraft expansions have been the same thing since BC.
To be fair, I'd probably be just as happy playing any Pokemon game, but novelty of it being new.
The newest Pokemon game I've ever played is Blaze Black. It revolutionized Pokemon for me. I'll never go back to normal Pokemon. I might be excited about the 3DS Pokemon if I heard there was a Blaze X version.
I think it would be called Blaze X, but
It's called Triple X and Double Y.
Hello.
I don't think that's the version you want to play,
It
Rob.
also has a nude patch for all the gym trainers.
You must be lost.
You get to
Where's
see
this
Brock's
stupid
schlong.
teleporter?
This is the place, huh?
You
You a
gotta follow up. What do you
customer
want?
or
Escort
a
services?
victim?
That sounds like a quest that I'm not gonna do. Oh, what are you guys pulling these for?
There she is. Stupid.
Oh man, you made me use my teleport scroll, you sons of bitches. Okay, I'm gonna make an ult anyway. You two can go on without me. I'm gonna make my ult so I can get caught up with Roman. So I can play with him tomorrow. That's all subjective, Godzilla.
A lot of people like the thrill you get from shooting other player characters. A lot of people like PvPs. Okay, I'm blind.
Okay, let's make Berserker. You have a bone on your back?
Or are you just happy to see me?
I don't want to play pipes are lame. Alright, good. None of you sniped my name. I didn't want to say anything. So, worried somebody would snipe the name Arf.
Barka?
Okay. Making a new character.
What do you make him?
A berserker.
Oh, right, you made a lancer. For some reason, I thought you made a berserker.
No, Lancer's my favorite class. Berserker's my second favorite class.
I play a healer so that we can heal and tank together.
Cool beans.
Not because it's my favorite class. There's some trippy stuff going on over here. I think my character's on some drugs. Oh, fairy dust.
Oops.
I have to kill fairies.
Where's this guild button? Guilds on server. What are we called? Who let the dogs out?
Yep.
I'm gonna praise it. You guys have not been praising the guild. Apply to guild. Oh, you gotta be level 10.
You do?
Woof. Yep.
Wow.
Okay, can you accept ARF to the guild?
You mean ask him to join the guild?
No. I should have been put my thing in.
Oh, I see.
And then promote me to invite too.
I don't know how to promote.
There's a little like circle symbol or something to change somebody's rank.
I'll see a circle.
Well, then stay on top of promoting people.
What is it, kid? Hey, what? Allies are always welcome.
Yeah, that's.
Honor is mine.
I don't want to spend. It's more than $60 a month to keep, or a year for COD. It's you have to spend $60, and then on top of that, there's going to be map packs and stuff, and they're really nickel and dimey because people will buy it though. So I don't blame them. I also don't play consoles, and they don't do PC ports very well. So that's the real thing. I haven't played consoles in a long time.
Yeah, I saw some people talking about the Call of Duty's price stuff and talking about how they spent basically the same amount they used to because of expansion packs or whatever. I don't know.
It's not so much the money, it's even if they do a PC release, same with Battlefield. I didn't buy the new Battlefield game because it wasn't priced correctly for PC releases. It wasn't priced what games should be priced these days. So, I mean, if you want to charge that, you go ahead, but until I have a bunch of friends that buy it and say, oh, it's amazing, Rob, come play it, nope, I'm not touching it. And you know what? None of my friends, almost all of my friends played Battlefield 2.
Did they really?
Yeah, almost everyone I knew played Battlefield 2. Was telling me, oh, you gotta come play Battlefield 3. Nobody said, go come play Battlefield 3. So, I played tons, like, I'd say 500 hours of Battlefield.
Dose.
Sorry, I was invited. Nope, you're already in the guild. Invite to party. Battlefield 2. So. And Battlefield 2 got kind of silly with map packs, but like the first set of map packs they released were amazing. I think the second set also just had some maps that were just so cool. I remember one of the map packs they released this level, and it was like the entire level was on a boat, and it was just so different than every other level, where almost every level is some sort of like cityscape or like giant environment level. Like that boat level was just such a breath of fresh air to the game. Like it was just all small corridor spaces and stuff. It was so cool.
Feel the core's power.
The last Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops, and I liked it. But it didn't tie me.
The only FPS I played the crap out of would be GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was a shit game.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
People who say GoldenEye was a good game is just nostalgia.
I'm not saying it was a good game. That's the only game I played the crap out of that was an FPS.
It wasn't a very good game. Look, the best weapon in the game were remote mines. You throw remote mines, and then you hit A and B, and you instantly kill people. And then you screen peek them, and then run to the place and kill them. I mean, most of my fun in GoldenEye came from like fun game modes I would make up with my brothers.
Yeah, it's because you gotta play with your family sitting there. That's the only reason why. Or friends.
I don't even know if GoldenEye was necessarily good first time. Perfect Dark was an amazing game compared to GoldenEye. And basically it is just GoldenEye 2.0. But Perfect Dark was just such an amazing... There was so much you could do with some friends or family in that game. Like all the modes and bots and little things you could do. It was just so cool. But...
You're so cool.
Still a bad game. Not gonna sugarcoat that one. I think I missed the quest again. Did I miss that damn deer quest again? I played a more recent Bond game. I think it was for when the first new
Solus?
Yeah, the Solus Bond game on Xbox. That was a good one. I really enjoyed that one. The single player
that
was
with me,
kinda
huh?
meh. But the online modes, they had some really fun modes. Like they had one mode where one person played as Bond and everyone else played as as bad guys. But essentially, what it was Bond had a radar that could see everyone, and the bad guys didn't. And Bond kinda had better weapons, but I mean, it was an FPS. If I get behind Bond and I shoot my gun, he dies in 1 second, right? You know, if I unload half a clip, he dies. So it wasn't really like Bond was better. But the thing was, Bond had a radar, so when you got to play Bond, it was like you were a ninja, man. Like you got to just run around and like come up behind two people and just choo choo, because you could see them on the map and you could see what way they're looking and stuff. It was so fun. Bond actually rarely won.
Yeah, we played that a lot. Some good times, Rob. Good times.
I don't know if that game actually did very well, though.
I don't know.
I'm an idiot. I don't know where I'm going. You guys should never follow me.
When did I play that with you? Oh, right.
Why are you guys all level 11 in my group? What are you doing? I'm like level 15 in my main. You guys got catching up to do.
Only a liar says trust me.
You must
What
be
is that other game that I played a lot of?
my expertise.
Viva Pinata.
For the Federation. We're all in this together, eh?
Stay true to the deals you make. Do not start what you can't finish.